friends, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chicken wing recipe, but not any chicken wing recipe. We're making GUAVA barbecue chicken wings. This year, as you may know, the Super Bowl is in Tampa, and aside from Miami, Tampa has the best Cuban food. So I figured I would bring you a little bit of a Cuban Hispanic flair to a very traditional chicken wing recipe, and this is so good. Just to say, this recipe has actually won awards. Well, it won one award in a food competition at a school, but it is really good. I'm trying to keep this nice and simple, just how I like things. But let me show you the ingredients that you're going to need. Obviously, like I said, they're not too many at all, so we can go ahead and get started. Okay, you're going to need, of course, your chicken wings, and make sure that you pat them dry with a paper towel. They have to be completely dry. That way the skin can get nice and crispy before we obviously brush it with the GUAVA barbecue sauce. You're going to need a little bit of oil. Obviously, I have my traditional barbecue sauce here. Like I said, this is store-bought. If you want to use homemade, go ahead and do that. You're going to need some GUAVA marmalade. And here I also have some baking powder. Please make sure it's baking powder and not baking soda. If you use baking soda, it will be completely unedible. It's just going to be horrific. So make sure you don't confuse baking powder for baking soda. So let me say this again. You're going to need some baking powder, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and a little bit of chili powder, along with obviously some salt. Like I said, very simple ingredients that you might already have on hand, except probably for the GUAVA marmalade, but I love anything GUAVA, so I always have all kinds of GUAVA products in my pantry. I also failed to mention that I'm going to be making this recipe in my air fryer, just because I find that the skin gets really nice and crispy, and it's like if you fry it, except you don't have to fry it, and it's obviously fantastic. If you don't have an air fryer, don't be discouraged. You can do the same thing in an oven, but I find that just in an air fryer comes out a little bit better. That's just my personal opinion. So here I'm just mixing all of my spices together. So I have my chicken wings in my bowl here. This is not the amount of chicken wings for the recipe. It's way more. And remember that my written recipe is always on my website, anitasrecipes.com, or you can find the link in the description box. And this is just half the recipe, so don't worry, you're gonna have a lot of chicken wings to work with. So I have my chicken wings here in my bowl, and to it I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. And you're gonna do the same process even if you're going to be making this in your oven. Okay, I'm going to use my tongs here to just make sure that all of the wings are well coated in oil. Okay, and now to it, I'm going to start sprinkling my seasonings, making sure I kind of toss them as I go so all the wings are evenly seasoned. And in case you're wondering why I'm using baking powder for this recipe, it's because it's going to give your chicken wings a very nice crispy exterior, and it's just going to be so good. So my wings are very nicely seasoned, exactly what I'm looking for, as you can see. Okay, this looks pretty good to me. And now I have my air fryer here. And if you're going to be making this in the oven, make sure you have your oven preheated at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I also like to preheat my air fryer, so I just turn it on for about 5 to 10 minutes and let it preheat completely. But that's obviously completely optional. You probably won't be able to see this part, but I'm just placing my wings in a single layer. I don't want to overcrowd them. That will depend on how big your air fryer is. You might have to do this in a couple batches. So if you don't want to do that, do it in the oven and it's going to work just as well. Sure. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is hot. I just kind of burned myself, but that's okay. So you can see they're all in a single layer. I'm going to cook this at 400 degrees for about 12 minutes. So 6 minutes on each side. You do want to flip it halfway. So this makes a little bit of a noise, so excuse me if you hear it. Okay, so as my chicken wings are obviously, you know, doing their thing and cooking, I'm going to combine the GUAVA marmalade with the barbecue sauce. And your barbecue sauce is obviously gonna be as sweet as you want it to be. So if you think that it's too much guava marmalade for your taste, add a little less and add more barbecue sauce. So honestly, it depends on how you like. I really like to taste the guava in my barbecue sauce, but obviously, like I said, if you want just a hint of guava, that would depend on you. Start with less than what the recipe calls for, and then you can try it and see how it goes. This comes together in a matter of seconds. I like to microwave mine. I like it to be a little warm, so I'm gonna microwave for about 30 seconds. It doesn't take any more than that. I'm gonna set it aside, wait for my chicken wings to be done, then we're gonna brush it with a guava marmalade. We're gonna put it back in the air fryer for about 1 minute on each side, and then we're gonna be ready to eat. My chicken wings were in the air fryer for 12 minutes, like I said, and I don't know if you can see, but they have a beautiful golden brown color. The skin is nice and crispy, exactly how we want it. I have my guava barbecue here ready with me, and all I'm gonna do now is just get some of the guava barbecue sauce and brush it on my chicken wings. You can add as much or as little as you like. Okay. I'm going to flip my wings and brush the other side. I don't know if you can see, but that looks good to me. The wings are going to go back into our air fryer, like I said, for about 2 minutes. You can either flip them or you don't have to, depends on what you want to do. And as you can see, we do have some barbecue sauce left. We only have a little bit left. And what I like to do after I take them out of the air fryer, I like to brush them again with some barbecue sauce and serve it like that, or you can put the barbecue sauce in a small dish and people can dip the wings if they want more barbecue sauce. That is obviously up to you and up to what the people that you're serving this to like. So I'm going to pop this in my air fryer once again, and then I'm going to show you the final results. Okay, my chicken wings are finally done. I'm going to remove them from the air fryer. Oh, they look so good. I am going to have a blast with this plate of wings. I'm not gonna eat them all myself, even though I could. I'm gonna have to find someone to share these with. And like I said, I like to do one final brush with a little bit of the barbecue sauce in each wing, just like so. Okay, now this is perfection. And this is our final result. As you can see, absolutely delicious. I do want to try one of the wings, but they are piping hot. I don't want to burn myself. I know it's like a sin to eat chicken wings with a fork, but this is the only way I can do it because, like I said, I do not want to burn myself. So I'm not gonna go right in. Oh, it's hot, 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 hot. Okay. Let's see how we did. This is so good. It's just the perfect combination from the smoky barbecue sauce and the sweet guava marmalade. It's just too good. The chicken is nice and crispy, but it's not as crispy anymore because we did, obviously brushed it with the barbecue sauce. But the skin, it still has a nice crisp to it. Like always, I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I know every time I make this, people go crazy over it. You can serve it plain like this, or you can dip it in your favorite sauces. Whatever you want to do, it's absolutely up to you. I just really hope you guys try this because I know you will absolutely love it. If you did make the recipe this time, make sure you leave a comment down below to tell me how much you liked it if you did. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on your notification bell so it notifies you every time I post a video, and I do that every single week. So I hope to see you around here, and till the next video. Bye bye.